Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a get ready with me. This video is actually kind of pointless because I'm not doing anything much, but I just wanted to do my makeup for the day because I have some things to do today and then film. I have a few new makeup products that I wanted to try and I wanted to try them today, so I figured I would film while getting ready. I don't have much to talk about, but we'll find something to talk about. So I already did my eyebrows. They just got tinted, so they're kind of dark, but ignore that. So I'm gonna go into the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation and mix it with the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I did this yesterday. I mixed these two and I actually really liked how they looked. I felt like the color was a lot better than just using the Catrice one because this one is a little dark for me right now. So hopefully I get a tan soon. Until then, I'm gonna mix these two. And I really like the finish of them. I felt like it made my face look really smooth yesterday. So hopefully it does the same this time. Because I find the Wet n Wild one is just a little too light for me, where it kind of just... I used it by itself for the longest time, but I feel like it's just a little light for me. Because I did get it in Nude Ivory. It's just a little pinker than my undertone is, because I actually don't have that pink of an undertone. It's just a lot more neutral, so I just mixed in with this and it looked really good. I'm just going to be doing a very natural makeup look because all I'm doing today is going to physical therapy and probably getting coffee with my sister. I'm gonna ask her when she comes home, and I don't really feel like doing that much makeup actually. Oh, I'm using a Real Techniques beauty blender and it's just a damp beauty blender. See, the color looks like really good, I feel like. Because the Catrice one is like too dark on its own, but the Wet n Wild is just a little too light. So mixing them, it looks really good and I love the finish. It just makes my skin look really smooth, I feel like. I'm planning this week or something, or maybe next week, this weekend or something, to get some new makeup at Ulta because I'm gonna get a new foundation, concealer and powder, I think, and maybe a bronzer and a blush. I don't know, that's a lot. That's gonna be a lot of money. I may just get a foundation and concealer. Oh, but I need powder too. I'm probably gonna do a haul of that and our first impressions, or both. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys would like to see of that. Doesn't that just make my face look really smooth? I love the combo of these foundations. Let me know what foundation I should get at the store because I can't decide. I thought about getting the Makeup Revolution one, like the new, what is it? It's like matches their Conceal and Define Concealer. I don't know what it's called. But I thought about getting that one, or maybe I don't know. I think I'm gonna get that one actually. But if there's another foundation that you guys would like to see, like used, let me know and I will get it, hopefully, eventually at least. Yeah, just let me know what foundation you guys would like to see because I can't decide what foundation to get. I know I haven't done like a lot of like actual makeup looks lately. It's just been like get ready with me's or like really natural makeup look. I just haven't felt like doing like a full-blown eyeshadow look or anything. Okay, so this is a foundation, both of the Catrice foundation and the Wet n Wild foundation combined. And I actually really like how this looks on my skin. I think it looks really pretty and I just love the finish it gives me. The Catrice one stays on long, but I feel like the Wet n Wild doesn't, or like the combination of this. Yesterday, I even put a setting spray on it. I don't feel like it lasted that long on my skin as they do like separate. And I don't know why. You would think it would just last like the same amount, but whatever. Let me know if you guys like this foundation, how it looks, because I think it looks really nice. I think it just makes my face look really smooth. And the color's really good on my skin. Like it matches pretty good. Oh, and I don't know if I said the shade of the Catrice foundation, but it's in 010, which is light beige. And I know they created more shades and like there's lighter shades. When I bought the Catrice foundation, there was only like 4 shades. And then like a few weeks after I bought it, they released more shades. I thought about buying a lighter shade just so I don't have to mix it, which I probably will eventually. I'm just going into the Maybelline, what is it called? Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I'm using a Morphe E20 brush just to set around my eyes and under my eyes. This is a really like dense brush. I like setting my eyes with this. It's really small and it's really easy to set my eyes with, but it also makes it where my foundation and concealer, I forgot to put concealer on. I am so stupid right now. Okay, so I'm gonna use we're just gonna hope that this doesn't like, okay, well, we're gonna try to put concealer on, although I just put powder on, I don't know. But I'm using the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in 005, which is light natural. And I got this a while ago, but I really haven't used it too much. So I wanted to use it. I'm just putting, you really do not need a lot. You don't need a lot of this concealer at all because a little goes a very, very long way. I actually don't really care to put like a lot of concealers on my chin anymore because I feel like it just makes it look really, really oily and greasy after a few hours. Like my makeup just lasts a lot longer when I don't put concealer on my chin. I know that's really weird, but okay, actually, so even though I accidentally put powder on first on this eye, it actually doesn't look bad at all. It actually looks kind of better than this eye, and I don't know why, but it's okay, we'll just go with it. I'm gonna put a little more of this concealer right here. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 10, and I'm just gonna set my concealer. And as I was saying, I really like using this Morphe E20 brush for setting my eyes with powder, just because it makes it where it's such a dense brush and small that it makes my eyes and under my eyes not crease as much as if I just did it with like a brush. Or I actually like using a beauty blender to put powder on, which is kind of weird, but I find it really just like presses in the powder to your face better, and I like the finish of it a lot better than just using a brush, and it makes my makeup stay on a lot longer than if I just used a brush. Because I was having a really hard time getting makeup to like actually look good for multiple hours. So I tried to do like different things in my makeup routine to make it last a little longer, because even like setting spray wasn't doing anything. And I saw someone use a beauty blender. I feel like I'm missing a lot of points in the story, but used the beauty blender for the powder, and I just love the finish of it. I can't remember who it was, and it just looked so much better to me than using a brush. Not like you guys needed to know that. I don't really know I'm filming a get ready with me because I don't have anything interesting to talk about. I don't know. Let me know some Netflix like recommendations, like for shows, preferably like shows. Or it can be some movies, but I watch shows more because I finished so many different shows that I don't have any shows that actually like I want to watch anymore. And I just keep on rewatching. Like I rewatched The Fosters, which was really, really good. Like it's hard for me to rewatch shows too, so I don't know how I did that, but so let me know what shows like you guys like to watch on Netflix. And if I haven't seen them, which I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of shows, or I watched a lot of shows, but like I haven't also. Like I feel like there's a lot of shows that I still haven't. Or it can be like just TV, like shows on TV too. It doesn't have to just be on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I know there's not a lot of shows on Amazon Prime that I feel like it's more like movies, but yeah, so like it can be on TV too. I'll just watch it like sooner if it's on Netflix. Yeah, so if you guys like any shows, let me know what shows you guys like to see, because I finished all the shows that I've been watching and they were really good and I need more shows to watch. Oh, I need coffee. Now I'm gonna go into the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer with just a Real Techniques Multitask Face Brush. I use this bronzer all the time. I really love it. And I need to get a new bronzer because this is like the only bronzer I've been using. And I know people get tired of seeing the exact same makeup product for every single look. So let me know what bronzers you guys like. And if I don't actually have that many bronzers, and I will get it. Preferably, let me know drugstore bronzers because I have a really hard time purchasing like high-end bronzers just because I feel like that it's a waste of money, although it's not, but it's just like the same thing. But I also thought of that like for lip products and I was really wrong, so maybe I should purchase that. I mean, I have the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which I think is like $30 or something, and I really love that bronzer. But like even then, like I use the Physicians Formula bronzer more than I use the Too Faced bronzer. Let me know what you guys' favorite bronzers are, whether it's high-end or drugstore. My hair kind of looks like a mess today. I was going to straighten it, but I decided not to. I feel like my eyebrows are really bad today, but I can't redo them. I feel like I used to actually have things to talk about for Get Ready With Me's, and now I don't. So if you guys have any questions you guys want to ask me, you can, and I will answer them. I actually have an idea of like doing a Q&A, but I don't know if like it would be a little different than what I usually do. But if you have any questions, just let me know and I can answer them, or like if it's like I can answer them during Get Ready With Me's or something. Okay, so now after using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, oh, and this shade is bronzer. It's just like their regular shade. I know they released more shades, I believe, like 1 or 2 more, or no, they released more shades, but this is just their regular shade in bronzer. Okay, so for the new products, it's literally like 2 products, but I'm gonna use the Amuse Cosmetics blush in Peach Harmony, and it's actually a really pretty blush, or it looks like it. Oh, it comes with a brush. I don't get these brushes, but it looks like this. It's kind of like a rose type of thing. It reminds me of the Milani blush. I don't know. I don't have the Milani blush though, so I can't like compare a formula or anything, but I'm using a Luxie 514, which is a blush brush. I'm gonna go in with a very light hand because I don't know how pigmented this is, but the shade is really pretty. I was deciding between 2 different shades, but I decided to get this one because name is Peach Harmony and Harmony's my sister. So I just decided to get this one, and I actually like the shade of this one better than the other one. Anyway, okay, so this is actually a really pigmented blush. So you really need a very light hand if you don't love blushes. But the shade is really pretty. I actually really like this shade. It's a very like everyday shade, I feel like. I feel like it's kind of hard to blend out, but also not. That could just be me. So I actually really like this blush. I love the shade actually, and it is very pigmented. You can definitely put way too much on very quickly, so you have to be kind of careful, but it looks really pretty. And I feel like this blush is gonna last such a long time because I barely used any and it's a lot. So I'm just gonna go into the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. This is a damp, and I'm just gonna press the blush in just kind of to even it out and kind of blend it a little more because I feel like I put too much on, but also not. And now I'm gonna go into the Amuse Cosmetic Highlighter, and there's no shade on this. It's just a highlighter. I feel like this may be a little too light for me. I'm hoping it's not. It looks, it actually looks really, it looks pretty, but I feel like it may be like chunky. Also, this blush was $1, and this highlighter was $1 too. So for the highlighter, I'm just using a angled fluffy brush, and I know a lot of people don't like using like this big of a brush for a highlighter, but oh wow, this highlighter is very pigmented also. But I do because it just blends out really easy. And for like every day, like when you really want a really like bright blinding highlight like at the top of your cheeks, I like using this because it's just a really skinny brush. You can just get like right there, and it's really nice to use. And this is the Crown brush. There's no name, but it just looks like that. This highlighter, oh, it's actually, I thought I was gonna maybe leave a little streak there because it is such a light highlighter. But this highlighter for $1 is actually really good. I don't want to do too much just because I don't want, yeah. Definitely use very little of a very light hand with this highlighter. A little can go a very long way. Yeah, this highlighter is actually really, really bright, and it looks really nice. It definitely wouldn't work for like too much tanner than I am. I feel like it's such a light highlighter that if you're a little tanner, like I don't know if this would work for summer, although I don't even get that tan in summer, but sometimes I do. But I feel like if I was a little tanner, this highlighter may be too light for me, but I think it works. This is not a streak. Like you can see, it is a window, like the light shining on it. Like I don't see it, like when I look in the mirror, I don't see like a streak like you can when it's too light or too dark for you. I'm gonna go into the Real Techniques Beauty Blender again and just blend out this highlighter a little bit, just pressing it into my skin just so it looks a little better. I kind of feel like this has like a gray undertone, which I'm not a fan of, this highlighter, but like you don't notice, but you kind of notice. You can notice on like my lip, which I don't understand. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do any eyeshadow today. I was gonna do an eyeshadow look, but I just filmed an eyeshadow look and it would be the exact same one. So I'm just gonna take this highlighter. Next Get Ready With Me, I promise will be better, but I'm going to take the exact same highlighter used in this flat shaded brush, and I'm just highlighting my brow bone and inner corner with this. Let me know what your guys' favorite drugstore highlighter is. Mine is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. And a lot of people actually, so that highlighter, it's a little weird. I got mine a while ago, so they may have changed the formula, because I think my little sister got the same highlighter a few months ago, and you didn't have to scrape off the top. Because when I got it, you had to scrape off the top because there was like a film and it was not pigmented at all. I'm also using this highlighter for my inner corners, and it was not pigmented at all until you scraped off the top of the highlighter, and then it was really pigmented. So I feel like a lot of people I wouldn't know that unless I watched a video with someone having that highlighter and they did that and they found out that you needed to do that to make it pigmented. Okay, this highlighter does not look very good on my inner corners actually. Honestly, it's okay, who cares? I'm totally done with this. Okay, so let me blend this out just a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes and then apply mascara, and I'm using the Smashbox X-rated mascara. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm sorry this get ready with me was a little boring. I promise next times will be better. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!